no, I have like mad love for DDT was so awesome to me. And I think that's another thing that really helped up my game was training in their dojo and wrestling. Like they have so many top level guys that I have crazy respect for in the ring. So
Oh, that's so fascinating too. The fact that you were in the like because there's doing tours in Japan, going over there for a week or the 4 day loop or whatever it is. But the fact that you train now, I'm very curious. Was that your first tour where you were training in the dojo, or did that come later?
the first tour because it was like I was out there for like maybe a little over a week and we were like wrestling pretty much every day other than the travel days and like maybe one excuse me one like downtime day or whatever. So the first time there was so much wrestling that I didn't get the chance to. But then my second and third tour with DDT were I think like 2 and a little over a month respectively. So I had like a bunch of time. So then those tours, I was in the dojo pretty much every chance that I could get to train up because they do just have really high level training. And it was just I don't know, it was always like a really good experience in terms of like the trainer and the people they had in the class, just like super high level. And I don't know, everyone was so accepting, but also it was like, okay, I need to like step it up, I need to keep up, I need to do my thing. So it was like a good like the good kind of high pressure situation, you know?
You kind of had to show that you're gonna be there and with it, and you were there for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, going over there, a lot of people in Japan speak English, but obviously it isn't their main language. Were there other Americans or English speakers on the tour with you, or were you the only one? And if you were the only one, who was helping you along?
No, so Guan Chulo, who his main language is not English, but he speaks quite good English. He was kind of helping out quite a bit, as well as Rekka. But like on the actual tour, the main other like English speaker, which I also don't think English is his first language, but Mike Bailey. It's
Oh,
either
okay.
English or French.
I feel like it's
Is
French might be his. I'm not certain on that
That's
though.
what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I might have been the only English primary language, and that's barely my primary language. Uh, but uh, but yeah, me and Mike Bailey hung out quite a bit. He's a man. Seeing like he already had so much back then in terms of like how good he was. Like he was already. I was like already like wow, this guy is on another level. But it just still took that long for him to kind of keep building and grinding and working. And now it's like, shit, he's in the finals of Best of Super Juniors, you know?
Yeah, and for him, he had the unfortunate issue with the Canadian, which you
Sure.
could get into that with how that hurt a lot of people over the
It did.
years.
It did. It was really painful. And so that was probably not that long after that had happened. That was like within like a year or so of that happening, I want to say, because he had just started doing DDT.
I can't, obviously everything, eventually works out with him. He is doing great today. But sometimes you think like, imagine if he was able to travel as much as he wanted to all those years in between. Like it's crazy. Because if he's this good now and this big of a name now, who knows where he could have been then? And who knows what the future holds? Like it's looking bright, I think.
Yeah.